many of you have been here before? How many of you have ever heard about the Hurricane Hugo in 1989? I think many of us, like a student like me, even were not born. So you can see the forest right beside you. That forest faced a huge, massive Hurricane Hugo in 1989, and many of the trees were blown away. Many people talked about the buildings were blown away, the cities were flooding, but the most important thing, one of the most important thing was how many trees were killed. Every year in the United States, 97 million of the trees gets killed due to the hurricane. During the Hurricane Hugo, 1.8 million hectares of the land, forested land, was inundated due to the water during that period. The water was 3 meters high, and the whole Hopko Barony forest was inundated up to 3 meters out of the coast. So, what are the patterns of the tree mortality after that Hurricane Hugo? The immediate effects were talked everywhere in the news, but how much was the post-mortality results? How many trees were dying everywhere? What are the variables that are associated with those tree mortality? Can we predict the tree mortality after 10 years? If there any hurricane comes up after 10 years, can we predict those? So what we did is, after Hurricane Hugo, we flew the aeroplane to see after where the trees were dying. And we analyzed those patterns to see, like, after Hurricane Hugo, is there a similar pattern after any other hurricane, like in Hurricane Ian in 2022? We're looking after the Landsat imageries to predict if there is a similar pattern or not. So in the same way, we have a sample plots in the forest. You can see in my poster as well. I have described there the problem, the introduction, and the methods and the results of the spiral patterns. And we're also looking after with the sample plots, we are looking after how many trees are dying every year. Like, we found that 152 trees in our sample plot died. So that's about 9.5% of our trees. So that might sound a little bit less, but it's a big number. So these types of research gives us a big answer about how much the coastal forests are susceptibility to events like this, hurricane events like this. Is there, like, Hopko Barony might not be the one of the case for the intervention, but the landowners might, in the other part of the coastal forest, might think about intervening to change some of the patterns or to change some of the variables so that we can change the tree mortality in those areas. So next time you hear about any news about hurricanes, please think about the trees dying over there. Thank you so much.